Well, hello, and welcome to Resonance, your tarot reading. It's GPS from Spirit. It's how it all fits together, all the parts and pieces. Its purpose is simple: find and activate your matrix energy. Now, using tarot as the ultimate destination, we use astrology and numerology as this metaphysical GPS guiding you to your spiritual destination. That's the tarot frequency, where you resonate at your manifesting best. Now, combining them all, the tarot, the astrology, the numerology, you begin to tap into your kryptonite, your ultimate power, the power of spiritually based imagery. You make it in your head. You don't get it off of any kind of a computer or artificial intelligence. It comes from within you, your life experience, and goes outward. It's a gift from birth. We all have it, but we tend to use it negatively. That's the way we're programmed. We say positive things, but we doubt ourselves. We say yes. I mean, you can actually hear the words coming out of your mouth, but our spirit says, no. And in the end, we don't resonate with our true potential, and we wonder why we don't. Well, it's because we're programmed to be negative, to think less of ourselves, to unplug ourselves from our purpose. By the way, the purpose of this reading is to get your spirit to resonate with that tarot potential. Remember, tarot is the destination. In numerology and astrology, that's the map. To help you step into your own imagination, create your own special destiny. That's what we're all here to do. Today's resonating energy is very simple, very direct. Pretty distractions. That's what we're going to focus on. Pretty distractions. Because as a society, we are distracted all the way from sports to fashion to you name it. It is all designed to keep us looking somewhere else while they get into mischief. Okay? So, with that theme in mind, pretty distractions, here's some news that you can use to help fire up your kryptonite energy. It's what you need to know. And I borrow this idea from a guy by the name of Patrick Henry. He was very famous. He was one of the founding fathers, and he gave a tremendous speech that really had a profound effect on all of the delegates and helped to write our Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, and all of that. Patrick Henry said, "Give me liberty or give me death." You wasn't fooling. So from that philosophy of Patrick Henry, an American revolutionary hero and leader, we have a couple of pictures. A couple of jerkasses, frankly. Bill Gates says digital ID must be accepted by U.S. citizens by 2028. Otherwise, they run the risk of exclusion from society. This guy should talk about anything. And kind of interesting the way he phrased it. He said, because otherwise you run the risk of the exclusion from society. That's not a guarantee. They know this is not a sold deal. And anybody you know who supports this idea of digital ID, they're an idiot. That is the final piece of this jigsaw puzzle that they're trying to put together to control the world. And on the right side, I don't know what the hell's going on in Canada. I used to love Canadians. I still love Canadians. I don't give a damn about their government. But they got this asshole from the World Economic Forum who is their prime minister. You know what they're doing now? They're pushing killing children. Yeah, what they're doing is expanding euthanasia. They've been doing this with old people. Yeah, all you are is an eater. You're helpless, so we're gonna get you. Or you're feeling depressed. We'll help you commit suicide. Now, children, babies, as you see in the picture, we're gonna get rid of them too. The poor, disabled, chronically ill. We don't need that shit in Canada. Whoa. God, Canada used to be such a great place, but apparently that's it. So let's move on. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, let's take a look at some more images to help you resonate with the energy in your higher imagination. Remember, today we're focusing on pretty distractions. That's what they've done. But you see what's coming out. Either you do the digital ID or maybe you're going to have to be excluded from society. And they're already doing that, killing babies, old folks, sick folks in Canada. Okay, let's get to it, huh? How about this manifesting insight? George Bernard Shaw. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. That's the whole point of the Matrix. That's what is the foundational principle in terms of doing this whole tarot reading. Creating yourself. That takes courage. That takes discipline. That takes focus. And that's what keeps a lot of people away. How about this one? The second manifesting insight. This from Voltaire. Every tyrant fears a thinker more than an army because they're insecure. That's why they don't want you to think for yourself. In fact, John D. Rockefeller said very clearly, I want a nation of doers, workers. I don't want a nation of thinkers. That's the way he designed our school system. That's why there are so many PhDs out there who couldn't find their ass with both hands. All they learned to do was to memorize, not think for themselves. What we're here to do with the tarot, with the metaphysical stuff like the numerology and astrology, we're getting you to the point where you get in touch with yourself, your destiny, your energy, your life force, spiritual life force, and think for yourself. Let's do the final insight for today. Here we go. Back to the digital ID. By 2028, if you don't have digital ID, you're cut off from society. No bank account, no travel, no food. You don't have the ID, you don't have the mark of the beast. You're not even going to be a part of society. Anybody who thinks a digital ID is a good idea, they are absolute psychotics. If you have friends like that, just be advised. You've been notified. These people are crazy. And you know what? You can't talk crazy out of people. If they think crazy, they feel crazy, they stay crazy. Let's go to the star script, astrology, cycles within cycles, the universe talks. Coming up, 2026. We're going to change gears. We're going to change destination. We're going to change direction. Up to this point, the deep state has sold us a very attractive version or vision of our future. Oh, you're going to have all the things. Oh, you're going to have this. Oh, you're going to have that. Oh, it's great. You know, AI. Woo, baby, baby, baby. Wait until you see what their reality looks like up close. You're going to get a good peek at it coming up in the mid 2026. And I got a funny feeling you're not going to care very much about what they show you. You're going to get worried. It's going to be a busy year. 2026, a busy year. Let's take a look at the tarot. It's in the cards. We have the Page of Pentacles that's being practical, dependable. Pages always change the storyline. People, generally speaking, are not that practical, not that dependable, but we are being forced to have to be dependable and practical because if you're paying attention at all, you know there's a shit show right around the corner. And the only way that you're going to survive or even have a chance of surviving is by starting to reformulate your belief system, reformulate your life by being practical and dependable. You're going to get a little help. King of Cups. It's a very subtle, supportive energy. You would think that cups have something to do with romance, and indeed they can. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about self-love, healthy self-love, not narcissism, healthy self-love, self-appreciation. You're being subtle. You're being supportive of yourself and your energy because you know that you have to get practical and dependable. And you also know it's going to take a little bit of an adjusting on your part before you can get there. But you're getting the message. Final card, Ace of Pentacles. It's updating your value system. You should have been working on it. You should be thinking about it. And in fact, a lot of people are already thinking about it, and they're trying to figure out how the hell am I updating my value system when you got people like Bill Gates saying if you don't get the mark of the beast by 2028, you're not going to be part of society. Frankly, I don't know that that's necessarily a bad idea. I would just as soon some days join the Amish. Yes, it's a simpler life. Yes, it's a little bit more uncomfortable. But they have their independence. They have their freedom. They grow their own food. They're totally opposite of what the deep state is looking for. So you should be giving serious consideration to updating your value system. And you may be waiting to see what kind of hits the fan in 2026 before you make the final adjustments. So there you go. This is the first reading for what we call resonance, trying to tie in with all the energies that surround each and every one of us to try to see how it all fits together. Time is up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Join us, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. We need your help, as always. I'll be back tomorrow with another resonating tarot message, metaphysical message for you. Between now and then, peace and blessings.